The U.S. State Department suspected that Russian hackers were behind cyberattacks against several Swedish news organizations in 2016, according to a cable from the department obtained by BuzzFeed News. The cable, which was sent primarily to U.S. ambassadors in Europe on October 19, 2016, detailed U.S. intelligence suspicions that Russia was interfering in the presidential election, BuzzFeed reported. The cable, which was intended exclusively for internal use, detailed additional warnings that Russia was carrying out a widespread campaign to destabilize NATO alliances. The campaign included cyberattacks against Swedish news organizations that resulted in several of the largest sites being knocked offline. BuzzFeed notes that the cable is the first confirmation that Russia was suspected of the March 2016 attack against Sweden. The outlet obtained the cable through a Freedom of Information Act lawsuit by BuzzFeed News and Ryan Shapiro, a Ph.D. candidate at Massachusetts Institute of Technology and co-founder of the Transparency Project, Property of the People. Russia has focused significant resources on specific partners, like Sweden and Finland, the cable said in a section labeled SBU, which BuzzFeed notes stands for Sensitive but Unclassified. Russian actors are suspected of being behind recent efforts to infiltrate Sweden with distorted and false information about NATO in the Swedish press, at think tank events, and on social media, it continued. Russia is also suspected of carrying out cyberattacks against Swedish media outlets in March 2016. The State Department told BuzzFeed that the cable speaks for itself when asked for comment. The outlet added that it was sent just 12 days after the government's first public statement about Russian interference in the U.S. election. The attacks on Swedish media outlets were strong enough to deny readers from accessing at least 9 of the nation's largest news sites, according to BuzzFeed. The site noted that the timing of the attacks is notable because of special counsel Robert Mueller. Robert Swan Mueller saw U.S. should applaud choice of Mueller to lead Russia probe Moore's indictment in July of 12 Russian intelligence officers for their part in the 2016 hacking of the Democratic National Committee (DNC). The attacks on Swedish media outlets began on March 19, the same day a Russian intelligence officer sent a spear phishing email to Hillary Clinton. Diane Rodham Clinton Dems make history, and other takeaways from Tuesday's primaries. Establishment-backed Vukmir wins Wisconsin GOP Senate primary. Ironworker and star of viral video wins Dem primary for Speaker Ryan seat. Moore's campaign manager John Podesta. According to Mueller's indictment, Sweden's national police told BuzzFeed that the country's government has not publicly blamed Russia for the media attacks 2 years ago. BuzzFeed's report comes amid heightened bipartisan concerns about Russian interference in future U.S. elections. The Daily Beast reported last month that Russian intelligence agents targeted Senator Claire McCaskill, Demo, ahead of the midterm elections.